Right, so good evening.
Hello, everyone.
Right, just let me sort this out.
Yeah.
That. Okay, great. Good to see you again, Lorelei.
Good to see you too.
Have you had a good week?
Yes, we had wonderful snowflakes here. We had snow. It was a little bit cold, but not too much. Yeah, finally the kids managed to see the snow after 10 years, so it was nice.
Do you have much snow?
How is the weather in the UK right now?
Well, I did
Or
send
how
you,
was it this week?
I did send you a little video. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was beautiful. I loved it. Yeah, but it wasn't too much of snow. We really had snow here and a lot of ice. It was actually so much ice that you could do some figure skating. So it was great for kids. Yeah.
Oh, well, the video I showed you showed that we had about 1 millimeter. Yes.
Oh,
Or maybe
that's nice.
maybe 2
But
millimeters.
at least there were the snowflakes. So it was just magic. Like it's a beautiful end of the winter, I think, this year. So yeah. I think the joy of the children was also felt in our souls as well. I don't know how you felt, but I guess I'm assuming that it was similar to you as well, from what I understand from that video. So I guess for everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think it would have been better around Christmas, though. Yeah.
Well,
It's like
February is sort of midwinter.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. Welcome to week 33 of the spiritual journey. It's the 6th and last week of the Groundwork help, the 12th of February 2021. This is level 2 of the spiritual journey, a 6-week help with Groundwork. So how have you been and how are you getting on with the Groundwork revision of our meetings? Have you been doing...
Great. Doing a lot of reading still, and everything's great. I do a lot of improvement when it comes to communication. I guess I'm not so shy anymore like I used to.
Right.
Definitely, I feel a lot better also, not just mentally, but to the knowledge level. I'm starting to have a certain knowledge, things that wasn't so. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the planets also, they kind of lined up for me. I don't know if it's an influence from the planets, but the way I feel is that I'm improving more and more. How should I explain this well? Well, the thing is, I don't necessarily need to watch the news, for example, because I already know what's happening. So this is a good thing, it's like, so last week I was saying that I can read someone's minds. Like, do you remember? I don't know if you recall.
Yes.
That's what I said last week. Well, right now I know what happens without watching the news or reading a newspaper or a magazine. So it's my intuition that starts to prevail from all the other qualities. I'm feeling a lot closer to nature as well. Doing a lot of gardening, that helps as well. So I feel connected with the animal world, especially the birds, like I was mentioning the last time. It's improving a lot more also on this level, on the natural level. So yeah, the natural level, but I always had a predilection for that. Like I always try to stay close to the nature and to the animal world. So, but right now I can feel, like what the animals feel. I don't know if you understand, like the birds when they come to eat at the right time, and sometimes like what they're talking, and it's really amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I don't know if you can understand. Do you understand? Does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So I know, for example, that they want to do a nest, but it's still very cold. I know everything that's going on. So I know all the birds that have to arrive. I know like all the things. So It's amazing. I would say it's an amazing world that I live in, and I feel so blessed. And I still feel that I have so much to discover. There's definitely an improvement, and it's amazing. Yeah. Well, I can only thank you so much. So can give you credit for that. Um,
Well,
so how do you
it's
feel
not.
nowadays? Do you feel the same, or is it just me?
Well, let's say it's the way. Yes. It's the way um, that we're on. Yeah, because we're on a journey, and it's called.
Yeah,
I prefer to call it the spiritual journey. Um,
yeah,
yeah, and on that journey, it's there's magic. Yes,
yeah.
there's
It is
natural
definitely.
natural magic with your um, abilities, natural abilities, waking up. I remember you said that um, these abilities that you're experiencing now, you didn't have those when you were 14 years old.
No, no,
So they're
no,
quite new.
no, no. These are new
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Yes. But
But I think maybe the healthy lifestyle that I have is what maybe it helps. I don't know. Because you don't really know what's happening. You just feel these things, but you don't know what causes them. So I think like if you are a positive person and you keep that in mind, like all the time, and you don't think negative about anything or anyone, you start to feel these things naturally as well. So I think this also helps with positive thinking, positive attitude, definitely.
you know, what I thought about what you said was um, the fact that you were 14 and you still retain some of those abilities.
Yeah, it was especially
That
related to auras and
yeah,
healing and
that was
such
very
things, but
special.
it
But
wasn't the connection with the nature like it is now. It was in a sort of like if I had, for example, I'm sick if I go on the sea or in a car. So if I was stopping in the car and I was holding the tree, I don't know if you heard this concept. You can actually get the energy from the tree. So you don't have to take any sort of medicine in the car or in the plane or in a boat. Um, did you know that?
yeah,
So
that
yeah, I used to try this when I was a teenager, but now it's even more than that because you can feel like not just the tree, but you can feel like the whole energy from the tree. You can feel the birds from the tree. You can feel the leaves. So I'm guessing the exercises that we made, with the water, um, feeling the feelings that I had, with the water on my body and stuff, makes you develop some sort of ability to feel this in the nature. Um, does it make sense?
yeah. What what I thought was when I was very young, I mean very young, I used to look at my parents and I used to see them walking around, and I felt that I was very clairvoyant. Yes, and that they had lost their clairvoyant abilities, and that was when I was very young. So perhaps you had the same sort of thing when you were very young, yeah, and I'm talking about 3 or 4 years old, yes, but you've forgotten those things, even if you
Oh,
sort of retained a lot of your abilities, yes, because
absolutely, you're absolutely right. I
yeah,
remember a particular event that I'm going to mention right now. When I was 4 years old, there was a huge earthquake. And I remember exactly that I was sitting at the table. I was just coming from kindergarten and I was just sitting at a table. And then I said, well, I wonder how an earthquake feels like. And all of a sudden, there's an earthquake starting. So I actually felt that earthquake coming, like I already had this. Like, it's absolutely right what you just said. So yeah, I guess I had it, but well, I lost it somehow on the track. I
yeah,
don't know
yeah. Well, it's
what
it's
moment.
quite natural to lose that because with the indoctrination of the culture,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
which is all based towards getting a job and being productive in the culture.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not. It takes you right away from your natural self.
Yeah, you have to be good for the society. Always
Yeah,
have the perfect job, perfect car, perfect house, perfect. Everything has to be perfect in your
you
life.
you have to get a job.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
basically
yeah,
it. Yes, you have to
exactly.
fit
Yeah,
into the system. Yes,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, and you lose that. You start to lose that at about 3 or 4, and I'm quite
Yeah,
amazed that you retained so much until you were 14. Yes, that is very amazing. Yes, so
yeah. Because I was pretty innocent. I was in a life full of books, surrounded by books. I read a lot, so I'm guessing this helped a lot. And yeah, in order to keep that, I wasn't doing too much of a thing without my books. That's my life: the books, the cats, the animals, and you know. So yeah. Now we have the garden, so it's better, especially with the lockdown. Otherwise, it would be.
yeah.
So how is everything out there? Do you guys manage to hold it still? Like, are you still all right, psychologically speaking? Because we hear news, but the news are somehow distortionate. The way I feel is you guys are happy as well. You had a little bit of a snow this week. So how are things? How are people over there? Are they stressed? Are they
Well,
upset?
well, the people I know, yes, which live near to here, they're all very well. Yes, uh,
Okay, well, I
just
was
getting on with their lives.
thinking,
Yes, they don't
yeah,
seem to be under an enormous amount of stress. Because I think we all know that we've won this, and we're going to come out of this okay.
yeah, we will. I'm
Um,
sure it will
yes,
somehow.
on the whole, I mean, there will be a lot of problems for some of the people, which will be a lot of stress um, and other things. But
Mm.
well, let's not go into that. Yes.
No, no, we won't.
Okay. So do you have any questions on your own homework?
Um, yeah, about this nature ability that I just developed, do you think I need to do some more work with myself outside or inside the house? I don't know, in order to develop even more, or should you say that I'm going on the right path and I shouldn't just continue, you know,
I
like I'm not stressing myself or anything because this thing, has to come naturally. But yeah, you just feel them. I mean, you don't necessarily. Do you think I have to do some reading of a book except the book you said the last time to me, or is there anything else that I should do,
well,
in order to achieve a certain level?
the healing exercises that we've done, you
Yeah,
you could continue with those. That
great.
would be helpful to you. Um, Apart from that, let's take it week by week and improve slowly
Okay,
and naturally. Yes,
great,
there's
great.
no
Okay,
great
we do
rush.
that, and we will be as strong as a rock. I'm sure we will. I can feel this,
I'm
like
glad
a
to hear that.
mountain, like a
Glad
rock.
to hear
Yeah, we will. We are already, so nothing will stay in our way.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
there's no reason to be different.
right. Well, that's great for me. It's just nice to have
Yeah.
a little chat to you. Like I said, this is just a
Okay,
little
okay.
help.
All right then. Have
Um,
a wonderful week, everyone. And if
well,
you have any
hang
questions,
on,
yeah,
hang on.
yeah.
Actually, to get this far in the course, the spiritual journey, you've done very well.
Yeah.
33 weeks plus the 2 introduction videos. That's a lot of ground covered. So once again, well done, Lorelei. Just to finish off the groundwork session, I'd like to finish with an important notion, okay? And that's called sun life. In fact, back in 1980, for a short time, I used to work for a assurance company called Liberty Life, which was, I believe, part of the Sun Life group. The idea about this company was to introduce a way of saving that could potentially give you a large sum of money over a period of 10 to 40 years. That's when we're talking about money here, which included an assurance policy just in case the assured saver passed away during the time of saving. Okay, so we know there is such a thing as earth life, which ranges from bacteria to mammals, including water life, aquatic beings, and air life, birds, bats, etc., the phoenix, and the fire-breathing dragon could be considered fire life. Yes. In the non-physical world, the metaphysical, we can talk of elementals. So we have elementals, salamanders, sylphs, undines, and gnomes, the inhabitants of these realms of fire, air, water, and earth, also known as the elementals or elemental spirits. Such elemental spirits are said to be born when our earth had no physical life. Yes, so their life came first. They were born from the interaction of sunlight on the Earth's atmosphere. So they are considered in esoteric circles to be the oldest life forms on the planet. We read from a blog link provided, just as visible nature is populated by an infinite number of living creatures, so according to Paracelsus, the invisible spiritual counterpart of visible nature, composed of tenuous principles of the visible elements, is inhabited by a host of peculiar beings to whom he has given the name elementals, and which we have later been termed the nature spirits. Paracelsus divided these people of the elements into 4 distinct groups, which he called gnomes, undine, sylphs, and salamanders. And there's a link for that site on the PDF. Okay, now whether you believe in such things or not, Paracelsus did, and in my mind, it's a subject well worth investigation. Today, some people can work with such nature spirits, and personally, I've had experience of these unseen elementals. Let's make a distinction between planetary life and earth life. Planetary life would be physical life forms, which are, according to Manly Hall, yes, are all made from protoplasm, which we can call the clay of the potter. Yes. Having considered the possibility of nature spirits, of earth life, one can more easily consider the possibility of sun life. Is there life on the sun? Yes. It would be different to life on earth and would only exist in spirit form or plasma form. Yes, not a physical form. For us, there remains the idea of a sun life, a sun body which, like the assurance company, one can build up over many years like a lump sum. Yes? We can build a sun body if we do our homework over some years, rather like we have an astral body.
Yeah.
But the sun type plasma body built in the solar plexus region, that's here, yes, needs some work like building a nest egg with an assurance sun life company. Then this could be considered life off the planet with our Father that is in heaven. Yes, this promised land, I believe, is referred to in Matthew 7:7. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. Yes. However, one must unlock the code in this. I don't believe it is a matter of prayer, like the church would have us believe, but a matter of research, groundwork, doing primary work, and the living of it, with all the subjects we have covered so far. And then, as Paul states, you must keep it alive as best you can. In other words, keep it growing. Yes. And as Paul says, Hebrews 10:24, and let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works. Good works here being your own research. Research is sometimes difficult, it's slow. We need to use that thinking center. However, seek and you will find. Knock yourself out and the door will open. I've added a link for the meaning of knock yourself out, which means make a great effort. Yes, but naturally so. But you could say it means knock yourself out of the planetary level to sun life. So I hope that's been useful. Yeah?
Yeah, very much. Thank you. Such a beautiful one. Yeah.
Okay, a final word. I will tell you a true story. Okay, true story. In 2001, when I finished writing a green copy for the President's Association status, yes, because I formed an association in France, I took a walk to the shop. Yes, I've done all the writing. Now, for the association, to get the association legally going. Suddenly, I felt what seemed to be like an invisible arrow shot into my temple. Yeah, yes, like I was very dizzy from this invisible headshot. And there I had a clairvoyant message. Matthew 7. It was like a door had been opened for me. I spent the rest of the day with this high, dizzy feeling. Yeah, ooh, yeah, what hit me? Not having a Bible, I then asked a friend what Matthew 7 said. It says quite a lot. You can look that one up for yourself. It starts with, do not judge others. We could say Matthew 7:7, ask, seek, knock, and knock to open yourself. Yes. So it's you're knocking. Yes. And remember the law. 3 is 1 and 1 is 3. Yes. So you have one triangle and 3 sides. Yes. As a final contemplation, if you like the Bible, there is a verse in the Old Testament Bible that speaks of the very first car manufactured. Yes. But it is more of a hover car and a time-space machine. Can you find that verse? Yes, that's just a curio ponder. Now, for anyone who wishes to join us on the live Zoom meeting, you can contact me through either my website, Universal Comprehension Academy, or LinkedIn. The addresses are provided just under the YouTube video, or simply leave a comment in the YouTube comment section below the video. Now, this is the last week of level 2 of the first year spiritual journey. Now, bye for now, but do stick around so we can have a chat in extra time. Okay, so it's bye for now until we meet again. Again later in less than 3 weeks on the 28th of February. So it's like the holiday period now, until section or level 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Level.
So
Okay.
don't disappear.
No.
I'll just say goodbye.
Bye bye, everyone.
Right.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.